Okay, so another day, another review. Now immediately you guys would have noticed it is raining, and why wouldn't it rain? Every video I do it's raining or the weather's bad. Well, I'm out here in the cold making videos for you, so hit that like and subscribe button for more content. So we've already done one of our cars. We've done my own personal MK5 GTI, and you may have wondered, wow, he's not done a video on that in a while, has he? No. Oh, look at that camera number 2 over here. Oh, I've got 2 cameras, check me out, famous. So we've got another 2 Rood car today. Now I actually parked up my GTI for this. It's been 2 months since I've used the GTI replacement. So this is our own 2 Rood toy, you could say. It's pretty modified. It's had quite a bit of work done. I think it's quite a funky looking car, you could say. I'll hit you with the list of what's been done to it, but it's got something my GTI doesn't. It's got a pan roof. So here it is. It's a 1.2 remapped Renault Twingo. Okay, so this car by no means is standard. It's had quite a bit of work done to it. Now straight away you guys will notice this massive front mount intercooler it's got. So it's actually only a 1.2 turbo, but it's got an upgraded front mount intercooler. It's got an uprated turbo. It's got the RS133 bigger injectors. It's got aftermarket air filters. It's got a full silicone housing induction kit. Another thing you guys would have noticed is this massive arch gap. That arch gap is huge. Obviously it's been lowered. We are lowered 35mm to the ground. It's also got aftermarket wider wheels, and on a car this small it's got 195s at the front and 185s at the back. It's obviously front wheel drive, so you want the wider wheel at the front. Not too sure on the brand of the wheel, but they're pretty light. Obviously they're tiny, so they're going to be light. Now the best thing about this car, other than the fact it's had work done at 2 Rood Cruise, is pan roof. It's got a full pan roof. You can tilt it, you can open it 3 different ways. You know what I mean? You can have it a little bit open, a lot of it open, maximum open. I think that's pretty cool. We have a sticker here to show that Renault plus the turbo is a smiley face, and smiley face means an extra 5 brake horsepower for that sticker. It's got a nice matte spoiler. I love it. Don't know if it does anything, but I think it looks good. Then we've got a massive tailpipe here, 3.5 inches, and it's not just for show. The car's actually got a full aftermarket exhaust system on it. It's been decatted. Modifying a car like this, when you're doing the remaps, when it's getting, you know, some pops and bangs and overrun in it, you've got to get the exhaust done. You know what I mean? People hear it and they think, wow, is that a plane? Is that the V10 M5? No mate, it's my Twingo. Chill out. That is pretty much everything on the exterior and modification wise. Now, the actual best thing about this car is it's for sale. Now I've actually parked up my GTI whilst I've been using this, and I absolutely love it. But now that I think, in my opinion, we've got Big Kaz here with us as well, we think the car's pretty much finished now. There's not really a lot else we can do to it. We've already got a bigger turbo on it, you know, so it's running mad power because it got mapped at 2 Rood Cruise. Now when this car came into us, it really wasn't the quickest for the work it had done on it. It needed bits and bats doing, so we plugged it in, we had to play with it, we tuned it. And standard, these are 100 brake horsepower. They're called the TCE 100. They're not even 100 brake, they're actually only 99 brake. Don't know why Renault's lying. Don't do that, Renault. It's not good. But so it's 99 brake standard. With a bit of tweaking from us, it's now pushing 157 brake horsepower in a car that weighs less than a ton. This car shocks a lot of people. But as I said, we're looking for a new 2 Rood track toy, so this one will be up for sale very soon after we've, you know, given it a detail, made it, clean it up a little bit. So the links for that will be in the description. But now that that's spoken about, think we should crack on with the review. Okay, so we're in the car now. Obviously, you guys recognize me by now, hopefully. And we are joined today with a special guest. Mavish, there you go. Just a little bit about the car then. Interior wise, it's not particularly pleasing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. At the end of the day, it's an old car. It's not got many optional extras, but who cares, because it's got a pan roof. So pan roof's absolutely amazing. There's so much lighting. So we've also got a boost gauge. This peaks at about 0.8 bar, 0.9 bar boost pressure. We've got an aftermarket quick release steering wheel, and we have an aftermarket little stereo where you can connect your aux, your USB, and so forth. It's also got tinted windows. The car's also just had a full service, so filters, plugs, fluids all changed, and the car just drives really well. Now, it isn't the quickest car in the world, but it handles genuinely like a go-kart. There's no other way I can describe that. Compared to all the other small cars I've driven, this is a hoot to drive. It's so much fun to drive. So, Mavish, what do you think of the interior?
Like you just said, it's ancient.
It is pretty, yeah, it's pretty flat. She's coming from a Merc, a C-Class Merc. So if anything, this is a... What, are we not saying that? Wait, what do you want to say you're coming from?
A car.
Okay, she's coming from a car that also has a pan roof. That isn't a Merc C-Class. First thing, we need to put some fuel in it. Now, we put £10 in this. Yeah, £10. Now, like I said, I parked up the GTI for this. I put £10 in this, and I got 91 miles in it. Now, I wasn't getting anything near that. Look, she was shocked. You saw that she was shocked. 91 miles off a tenner. Now, it wasn't actually that good on fuel when we got the car, but obviously, 2 Road to Cruise Customers VMAPs brings out the best in every vehicle. So once we fueled up and everything, we will get onto a stretch of road and we'll have a bit of a pull, see what Mavish thinks of it.
Perfect. Let's just do that.
Let's just do it. Oh, woman of many words there. Now, this car weighs less than 1,000 kilos, so it is very light. And I thought, you know what, maybe it's a bit too light. So in the back, there's a massive subwoofer, because, you know, you've got to have my tunes. If you guys have watched my Golf video, you would have seen the size of the sub in that. This one obviously isn't that big because the boot isn't massive. I will be sending it, so I'm just letting you know now. There will be full sends.
Full what?
Sends.
Yeah, I get that.
Now, this is the first time Mavish has ever been in the car with me.
I have indeed.
Yes, so this should be very interesting. Like I said, it's not a particularly fast car, but the way it goes around bends is just absolutely insane. There's no other way of putting it. This car is literally a go-kart on the road. It's shocked quite a few people. Not top end, but it has shocked some people. It would help if I put it in drive first. Coming up to the stretch now, coming up to the first roundabout, let's see what it's like. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Okie dokie.
Whoa! Okay. Was not expecting that. Whoa!
So the way it grips around these roundabouts is literally like a toy car. Feel where you are on the road, and it feels amazing. Like I said, top end it's not the best.
But it's a really good drive. Really good drive. I have to say it's a really good drive.
The wider wheels at the front helping the grip to just feed round the corner. You know what, yeah, obviously the GTI is levels above this in terms of speed. Absolutely levels above it. It's pushing like 100 brake more than this. But this car never fails to put a smile on my face. Honestly, it's just such a fun little car, and it's got so much personality to it. And some people look at it, and I'm not going to lie, they laugh at it. They think, what in the Hot Wheels kind of car is that? But some people look at it and they just genuinely smile at it. They just think like, what is that? And people just enjoy it. There's not been one person who's been in this car who hasn't had a massive smile on their face as well. I feel like everyone just really likes the car because of how much fun you can have in it. So compared to a couple of Minis and Suzuki Swifts, things like that, Brabus smart cars, this car has walked all over them. The speed I can hit around these bends are speeds you can't hit in many other cars. So all the work that's been done on this has been done at Two Root Cruise Customs. Well, I can't say all, but most of it. The refining tweaks and stuff have been done at Two Root Cruise Customs. As I said, the car will be for sale. Not just yet. I want to give the car full interior detail, full exterior clean. Now, you guys know I absolutely loved my GTI. Oh, I just said loved, I didn't even say love. Loved the GTI. But the feeling a car like this gives you is just ridiculous. For the value of the car, I mean, we put a lot into it in terms of the modifications, and we put a lot into it in terms of refinement, money, effort, graft with it. But I feel like the car is literally complete. There's nothing else really you can do to this now. It's fantastic power to ton, power to weight ratio. It's got wide wheels that helps the grip. Absolutely everything about this car, in my eyes, is perfect. As the way I look at the car is, it's a rough and ready track day car that gets you 91 miles on £10 of fuel. Can you name any other car that does that?
No.
Exactly, Bearish can't, so I don't think you guys can either. So in terms of cars this small for around this budget, I would say, hand on heart, this is by far the most fun. Look at this dude. Basically, RAZAR Media was crying a little bit. He was like, oh man, that looks so much fun, why can't I be in it?
Yeah, so, I was like, I've never sat in this car and had a proper good go in it, so...
Basically, since he's only been in it since before it was mapped. So he's not actually been in it since it's had the Two Root touch, we could say. So I was like, you know what, then we'll take him for a quick blast.
It looked like a lot of fun from what I was seeing in the other car and doing all the filming.
So when you guys have seen the footage, the camera is absolutely phenomenal, yeah, and it's very smooth. Now the car we did it in was a Toyota Land Cruiser. That's our other Two Root car, and it's a really, really, really comfortable car. That I think we might do a review on that soon.
I want to do that. Oh, this car's rapid. Oh man, whatever you guys have done to this car since I was last in it. Flipping heck. Whoa, shit. It's so tight around the corners.
Yeah,
almost too tight.
Obviously, top end in it's not the quickest, but I was just saying to the camera, the way this thing flies around bends is mental.
I felt really comfortable while you were like, I might have been like driving around, but like I felt we felt planted to the road.
But I was just saying as well. Obviously, I parked up the GTI for this, yeah. Does this not put a mad smile on my face? It's insane.
I've sat in that Golf, and it's a beast. But this has like a different feel to it altogether.
No, it's genuinely a go-kart. You have so much fun in this car. I genuinely can't describe it. Just the way it's set up is absolutely perfect, man. I don't think there's a lot else that can be done to make this any better. I don't know. I feel
no, it's already perfect.
Everything's been done to it. Obviously, with the car like the GTI, I've got ideas. Oh, I want to do this. Like, later down the line, I'll do this. This car, I feel like, is just like, I don't know, what else could you do to it? It's got everything.
And how much BHP was it? More than what it was before? 99 to
157.
That's a huge increase
from a car that weighs less than a ton. But I have to keep saying that because the car doesn't weigh anything. You just chuck it into bends, and it'll just go around them. It's insane. It's It's insane, man. I absolutely love this car. Absolutely love this car. Cheers, pal. See that people giving me away. They're like, wow, look at that guy in this really cool car.
It's a really cool tiny car.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, to be honest, I think this is the best pocket rocket I've ever been in. Now, I've been in a few pocket rockets. Things that are small, like things like a mini MX5s and things like that. Obviously, MX5s are rear-wheel drives, but the feeling this car gives you, the smile it can put on anybody's face who sits in it, I'd say if you're looking for a fun time, there's no better car than this, to be honest. 91 miles from £10. What other car can give you that? And then give you a good track day, and then take you home as well. Honestly, this car is a hoot to drive.
I love the way you make me feel.
Big up Zaryab car.